All right, let's get on to the interesting stuff here.
Hell yeah.
here.
But first, a word from our sponsors.
Oh, shit?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Maybe next time.
I love the idea of like, but first a word from our sponsors. Oh shit! And now we're not sponsored.
That's where the power of editing comes in.
Right.
But we got some breaking news, you guys. I just posted it in the chat.
What the fuck? What is this?
Wait, just now?
In the docket.
In the docket, yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, it will only play it in the fucking
No, you
Discord.
have to click on it, sadly. We got Chun-Li Street Fighter as a Hot Wheels car in the video game.
That's kind of weird.
But it's not the first time she's been a car. She's also been a car. She's also been a car in Transformers.
Wait, did that happen? I feel like I vaguely remember a Street Fighter Transformers thing.
There you go.
Oh! Yeah, because she's it's a recolor of a fucking RC,
Yeah.
I think? But anyway, yeah. Yeah, this I do remember, yeah.
I just thought it was hilarious.
This car thing is weird, though. What the fuck?
Car thing is very weird.
And I love the guy, like, do I need a community license to drive this?
Yep.
That's funny. Is that on the docket?
Yeah.
The Capcom stuff?
It should be.
Wait, what Capcom
But yeah.
stuff? What happened?
Oh, Capcom put out their tournament legal license document.
It's just like super micromanaging, and it's like the amounts of money you're allowed to win and not allowed to win are like way too low.
Fantastic.
So basically, Street Fighter or Capcom basically was like, "Hey everybody, we want you to know that you're allowed to run your tournaments, no problem. We're not going to take you down for any reason except for long ass lists,
big ass litany of reasons."
But they were trying to make it easier to run tournaments,
Right?
only to put more pressure on every TO.
They just couldn't help themselves, and they acted like a big corporation about it, and kind of fucked up. I totally like when I saw this, like I saw a bunch of people getting like super angry about it, and I was like, I get it, I totally understand it, but like I kind of feel like Capcom was not trying to be dicks about it. They were trying to they were like, hey, we're just trying to, we are trying to get into this esports thing a little bit more. We are trying to be a little more like official and professional. So let's get this shit down. But it's like, didn't have to be like this, man.
So like the main issue is that a lot of the stuff is super vague.
Yeah.
And also the monetary part of it, which I feel like if it's, I get it, but also like grassroots, if they get money from not sponsors,
it's like who do they think is running these like local tournaments? Like, do they just think it's like, I don't know, like 6 guys, like 10 people maybe? Like no, like a lot of this shit is like huge, like big, like especially like in like cities.
Yeah. So I feel like they don't understand that like the big tournaments, or not like the big locals, the big weeklies, we're all grassroots that have gotten to this point.
Right. They evolved into this.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess now because they're bringing in, or because the amount of money that's changing hands is so big that they want their little bit of cut from it or something.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's also like, because they also have stuff in there about like how you're allowed to use their branding and stuff. Mm-hmm. So they're also being associated with a lot of stuff. They're probably trying to keep. Because I heard somebody else say this. They're probably trying to keep like, strip clubs from trying to run official Street Fighter tournaments and that kind of thing.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I totally understand where they're coming from. I totally understand why they did it. It's just the letter of the thing.
They just gotta work on some of the wording.
Because it's like you can't have more than like $2,000 at a thing, and you can't have more than $10,000 within a certain month period.
Yeah, I think it's like
what?
I think it's $20,000 a year, or 2000 a tournament or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll go look it up real quick.
I thought I put it in here, but I guess I forgot. I forgot to do that with a lot of stuff, apparently. Forgive me. Yeah, it's I don't know, man. With this, because now people are like, well, how about we just don't run Street Fighter then? You know? People are like, fuck it.
My favorite meme is you go 0-2 in bracket, but realize your TO doesn't have a license.
Yeah,
That's probably my favorite meme of it.
it's a pretty good one. Yeah, it's like... Plus, like, and I'm already kind of, like, not excited about Street Fighter 6, really. Not excited about, like, the whole... them trying to go super esports about everything.
So I'm actually super excited for the direction Street Fighter 6 is going. Just because, based on the announcers, based on the logo, and based on like the how they have it look, the arena that Ryu and Luke were fighting in. I'm excited for a Street Fighter that returns to being a tournament.
I was literally about to say it would be nice to see it be the Street Fighter tournament again, because it hasn't been the Street Fighter tournament since like Street Fighter 3.
Yeah, like it's just I like the idea of it being like a hype ass match, and the announcer is going ape shit for everything.
Right. Yeah, because in a lot of these new, in like the like 4 and 5, having an announcer didn't really make any fucking sense, because they were just street fights.
Yeah.
But now it's the Street Fighter tournament again, apparently. So but we'll see. I do appreciate that, and like I think I said before, I think some of these characters will have like their best designs. They'll probably play the best they've ever played.
Did you hear about how maybe the trailer looked so weird because it was in the wrong aspect ratio?
I did see that. Like the guy like kind of edited it and fixed it, and Ryu did look like he made sense.
Yeah,
you know,
not Mr. Square Boy.
Yeah, not that weird stretched out like squat gnome man. But who knows? Like, because if they did go that direction with Ryu, like everybody just was kind of willing to accept it, right? So if they did go that direction with Ryu, you know, it would kind of make sense. It's there. He's already like the slow, strong Shoto, so it really wouldn't take much to just be like, all right, we'll just bulk him up. Because I was like, he's starting to look kind of like his master. You know, he's starting to look like fucking I want to call him Shenlong.
Again, I think it's
Goken.
Oh, Goken.
Yeah, Goken. Yeah. But yeah, Goken. Yeah, like Goken was like a fucking super jack motherfucker. You know, just huge and
squat.
Yeah, so I it would make sense. Plus, again, he also kind of looks like fucking what's his name, Masayama. So it totally makes sense. I can see it happening, but again, if it was a fuck up,
I'm telling you, he looks like
I
King
wouldn't
Man.
mind that either. Yeah, I gotta upload that fucking video because I really did that.
Oh my god.
But yeah, he's I don't know, he's looking big. So and that guy's edit did make him look fine. You know, he did look like a fucking human being. So
instead of a brick with a head on top.
Right. We'll have to see something else, I guess. We'll have to see some, because I also heard that was like in-game shit. So who knows? We'll have to see. Don't fuck it up before it even comes out, Capcom.
They're good at that.
They're masters at it.
They are.
Like they have to Capcom has to like fuck up for a long time, and then they'll drop Devil May Cry 5 and Resident Evil 2 remake, you know, and whatever else back to back to back, and people will be like, "Oh, Cap God is back. It's fine. We're okay." And then they'll do shit like this, you know, and then they'll fuck up Street Fighter 5 and yada yada yada. So.
Well, you know, can't be perfect, and Capcom is just really showing that.
Pretty much.
Like,
because we're about to talk about a company that can't be perfect, despite how much I personally love them later.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun podcast. All right, so let's get up with the Satch Bell stuff really quick because there's not much to say.
Yeah, it gets a new series.
Yeah.
Cameron, why'd you put this in here?
What?
The Zatch Bell shit.
This Zatch
the
Bell
Zatch
thing.
Bell? I just thought it was interesting.
Oh, okay.
It's getting a new I when I find something interesting, I just kind of post it. But yeah, Zatch Bell's getting a new series, and I'm
It's just
excited
weird
for it.
news. Yeah, I mean,
it is weird news.
I'm just saying it could have gone into like I don't know. Do I have a manga talk on here or anime?
I think
talk?
you posted.
Yeah, I have to like.
I think you posted it there too, but.
Oh well, then
I
never
did.
mind. Fuck what I was saying then.
Okay.
But yeah. Zatch Bell. I never finished it. I got like halfway through,
I
but
played the card game.
Fuck
I
it.
never actually watched the show.
I watched the first half of the show, maybe the first like 15 episodes.
like it's a cool idea. It's like, you know, it's have your dude do the magic attacks for you as you read them from the book. That's rad.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
It's at least
It's a cool idea.
Yeah,
Cool.
exciting.
It'd be real corny. Did you finish it ever, Cameron?
No, I did not. But
I don't know.
It goes,
I was just gonna say it would be real corny if like there was a guy who didn't have a book. He just fought the fucking little guys.
he
be
just
stupid.
beat up the kids. Because all the magic users are just about kids. Like, there might be one or two.
Well, except for the Mega Edgelord one,
I was
who's
gonna
like a
say.
teenager.
There's a few that weren't, but most of the magic caster peoples were
Yeah, they're like
children. It's just this one dude who's like a pro soccer player, but also knows about the magic shit. It's going around just kicking these things.
that's always been like a problem with anime and like kids action shit in general. It's like all these fucking like fucking 10 to 15-year-olds are showing up and whooping the fuck out of adults.
I mean, if you think about it, JoJo's all like the main characters are like high schoolers.
Sorta. Like in part 4, that's more of it, but like in
Yeah.
fucking part 3, the only high schooler is Jotaro. you know?
Jotaro,
Well,
yeah.
Jotaro and Kakyoin, but they're
Yeah.
both like 6'3", you know.
Square jawed.
Right. They're a little advanced.
You know what? What fucking show did that the most was Shaman King.
Shaman King, yeah.
Main character.
Shaman
yo,
King got a reboot.
Yeah.
The boy is 12,
Yeah.
and he's beating the shit out of like American football players. Like,
Well,
bro.
do you remember fucking when like right before they're about to go off to fight the big shaman fight in America or whatever, him and Anna lay down together, quote unquote, and then cut to 9 months later, the new series about their child.
I mean, moving on. So about this Persona 4 thing.
I like Shaman King. I love Shaman King even. It has some questionable shit.
Of course it does. It's a fucking like early 2000s
Fair.
manga.
Fair.
Hey guys, if you like Rurouni Kenshin, don't look up what that author did.
Don't do that. That will ruin
Don't look up
Rurouni.
why he has to go under the monster list.
That annoyed me to shit because Rurouni Kenshin is one of my like top 5 favorite manga of all time.
Oh yeah,
So
it's like one of the
good.
first anime I ever watched.
It's so
it's amazing.
good, and it's like still good if you go back to read it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But
Damn.
yeah,
Monster.
yeah. Now I don't feel bad like reading it online.
Like he became the kind of guy that like Kenshin would probably just kill.
yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Okay, let's move on to this fucking Persona shit.
Persona.
Persona.
Basically, Ultimax is
Persona.
finally getting a port.
Yes. Finally.
And it's getting rolled back
God.
Eventually.
this summer apparently.
Yeah, eventually, like this summer. Yeah. So like, when does it come out? Like,
So
fucking
it comes out. It comes out on the 17th. March
okay.
17th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the summer it'll have a rollback.
Yeah.
So
So cool.
But considering
Couple
I'm
months.
currently a Wi-Fi warrior, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to be playing online.
Ah. Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm gonna be probably playing this game and getting my ass kicked by
everyone who's been playing it for 12 years.
At time, people who continue to play it. I was pretty good at it when it fucking I was putting time into it when it came out and shit. So I hope I could break off some of that rust.
I wouldn't mind playing you guys, even with my current setup, but it's just I don't want to play on regular people, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be climbing any rank ladders or anything like that.
That probably won't be a rank ladder, if I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, and who knows what kind of bullshit's gonna be in this, because damn sure nobody was playing the fucking online before, really.
Yeah.
So who knows? With now that it has rollback, now that everybody's probably gonna be playing it, at least for a little while.
Yeah.
Damn.
When it comes out, it'll probably be the game that people play for a little bit,
Right.
and then be like, all right, cool, I got my nostalgia.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't be down, or I'd be down for this to be my main fighting game though, just here in the house.
Oh yeah, I feel the same way, because I'm like this and Skullgirls and Tekken are always I'm always thinking about these games, you know. So
yeah.
And Skullgirls is the game I need to go back to. I haven't played them.
It's so fucking good, dude. It feels so good.
Yeah.
And the new characters are amazing now that they've detached themselves from that other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking great. It's just so fun and poppy and snappy, and exciting.
Yeah.
And Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is here to help fill that void a little bit.
Help fill that void. Man, fighting games are... There's so many fighting games out right now, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is.
Let's not forget the fucking Dragon Ball FighterZ is still going.
Right,
Yep.
they just got a new character.
Yeah.
Android 21.
With the lab coat, baby.
The lab coat. Everybody loved the lab coat.
And fucking Atlas is just we're gonna just... Was it Atlas or Arxis? I think it's just...
Atlas. Wait.
Well, they're just throwing rollback onto other games.
yeah.
Yeah, it is Atlas, I think.
That's Arxis. Arxis is throwing rollback on all their games.
Yeah. So, man, it's there are so many games that are even coming back from the dead. Capcom is kind of doing an awesome thing with this fucking fighting collection that has 4 Darkstalkers games on it,
which is nuts.
and Red Earth, and
actually just nuts
with rollback. It's we're
that's the
getting
insane
good shit.
part. That's the insane
Right?
part.
They're actually kind of trying. They want to see if it has life. Yeah, so many fighting games are out right now.
So yeah, and there's also King of Fighters 15 that just came out,
which is apparently pretty good. Guilty Gear Strive, yep.
Yep, just got Biken. DBZ just got Android 21. Power Rangers is about to get a whole new patch.
You know what? Tekken is kind of struggling right now.
Tekken is kind of struggling right now. Street Fighter 6 got announced.
Yep.
Smash got the Panda League.
Oh, that's right. Oh, fuck. And then, wait. There was something else, but I'm totally blanking on it. But it's on the tip of my tongue.
Smash is not an Evo.
We already knew that.
Which I mean, shut them down, Nintendo. Shut them down.
Shut them down. Shut them down.
That's what they do.
That's what they do.
So whatever. But yeah, fighting games. So is this I don't know. It feels like the excitement for fighting games isn't that high right now. But are we kind of just coasting at the peak of fighting games, kind of?
I definitely think that this is we're constantly in a peak. We're in a peak plateau of hype for fighting games because shit's always coming out. There's Grand Blues a few years ago, Dragon Ball, fucking Power Rangers is getting some steam finally.
I think we are at the turn of the generation for fighting games. Because right now, fighting games and the FGC aren't quite cohesive.
Yeah, that's true.
No one wants to be in the FGC anymore.
Yeah.
But everyone still wants to play fighting games.
Right. They want that. Yeah. And it's super weird because like we're getting all these games and like everybody has something to play. I don't know. It still just feels like something's missing almost. There's gonna be like you said, we're at the turning point. I feel like there's gonna be something that comes out that's gonna be so different for fighting games that it's gonna like it might cause a sort of like fighting game crash because people are gonna be like, oh fuck everything else.
The last unification that we know of is Marvel 3.
Mm-hmm.
Where like Marvel 3 was the last like massive fighting game, I feel like.
Yeah.
I
kind of thought Guilty Gear was gonna be that, but it kind of petered out.
Yeah, I like just from like the space that I was in, Marvel 3 was like the last big fighting game. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not in like all the communities, so I couldn't tell you the exact, but that's the last thing I know about. So I'm thinking
I can't really think of anything that was like super huge and good like Marvel 3 was.
I think
because even like when Tekken Tag Tournament 2 came out, that was really good, but it wasn't really like super huge like Marvel 3 was.
Yeah. And so like I think the next like step is whether we all go esports or not. Like that's I feel like the issue right now is that we haven't solidified a competitive scene.
Yeah. So you know what's gonna happen, since that's kind of where Street Fighter seems to be going.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's gonna follow Street Fighter and wait to see what Street Fighter does, and see what happens with them kind of going, pro. And it makes sense that Street Fighter is the first one to do this. It's fucking Street Fighter, so.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I was gonna say on top of that, last year, no one even knew EVO was happening.
That's yeah, we were not even sure it was even gonna happen. Yeah.
EVO happened, and while it was going on, people were like, "What? EVO's going on?" It's kind of like the Olympics this year, where
it's like, oh yeah, this thing. Why didn't they say anything? Like, there's no like hype around it, and there's no like big news cycle like usual.
Yeah.
Like, there's hype among the community, of course, people who are following it, but like, normally at least when it happens, it arrests the news cycle for a little while, and everybody goes, "Oh shit, EVO's happening. Let's check it out." But that doesn't happen anymore.
That just did not happen last year.
What the fuck was I gonna say?
But
I was gonna say something. You know what this reminds me of? Is the fighting game Crash of like the early 2000s. Well, there's just like so much shit. Admittedly, the games are better.
Just total garbage.
But there's just so much stuff coming out that like the entire scene just crashes for like 5 or 6 years until Street Fighter 4 came out, right? So like,
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if that happens again.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that. Yeah.
But hey, it's a crucible. It tempers the fucking shit that comes out, and the stuff that survives comes out even better. So we'll see.
We will definitely see. I'm just excited for fighting games at all times. That's just
so wholesome.
I'm excited for good fighting games.
And there we go.
Nope, just fighting games.
Well, I'm also excited for terrible fighting games because sometimes those are fun too.
Terrible fighting games are sometimes the best.
Yeah, I think
just because they are just goofy as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the worst part about anything like that is just fucking getting people to care. So if it's god awful but fun, people will play it.
Right.
So Sony bought Crunchyroll ?
No, not. Wait, what? Sony.
Crunchyroll. Well, because Sony owns Crunchyroll.
Okay, yeah. Sony buys Funimation then.
Or no, Sony owned Funimation and then they bought Crunchyroll in August.
And Yeah, okay, and now they're combining Funimation and Crunchyroll together.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, the way this article is titled is fucking weird. Because it's not correct, really.
I can't find the article.
It's in the doc, bro.
Yeah, I know. For some reason, I can't find it.
That's interesting.
Crunchyroll is adding all Funimation anime content.
Well, I think what they're saying is correct in that the Crunchyroll service is adding Funimation content.
And Funimation is going the way of the unwanted child.
Yep.
Yeah. Down to
They're
LA.
just getting rid of Funimation.
Yeah, which, is whatever.
Yeah, because Funimation's streaming service is fucking terrible, so I'm not gonna miss it.
It wasn't great. I can tell you that much. It wasn't great.
I mean, I only watched...
But Crunchyroll's isn't much better, but it's still better than Funimation's.
Remember when Crunchyroll actually cared?
No.
I do.
Look, man, I've been on this pirate shit for a minute, okay? I love One Piece.
But...
Gotta go.
Oh, no, but I've been on this pirate shit for a minute. I love One Piece.
Right. So, that's an interesting story that I actually do not care about.
Agreed. I was kind of baffled why Cameron put this in here, but again, it's still an interesting story.
Again, just putting in some interesting stories just in case someone cares.
Yeah, Funimation, because I don't know, anime is in so many places now. It's I don't know. I'm not even watching any of the shit I think that they have, and if I am,
there's a
I'm
bunch.
I'm not checking Crunchyroll for it.
There's a bunch that I want to start watching, and it's just finding time.
Yeah. I think Crunchyroll has G Gundam, which is the only thing I think I'd actually go out of my way to watch, but I own that.
Gotcha.
So it's
you'd rather just watch your
I'd rather just disconnect from the internet for a few days and watch the entirety of G Gundam. But,
okay.
Man.
No, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say there's a song from Gundam, Mobius, that I didn't think I was gonna like, but man, I love that song.
Oh, the song Mobius.
Yeah,
I was like,
Mobius,
Gundam Mobius. What the fuck is that?
It's the song. The song Mobius.
Yeah.
From, I forget what Gundam movie it is, but it's one of the movies.
Uh-oh.
What were you gonna say there?
I was moving on to the next thing with Babylon's Fall.
Babylon's
And
Fall.
I'm looking at the freaking recommended specs for this. And the recommended specs are literally I hope you have $7,000 to spend on a computer, because the processor is an i7-11700, which is not quite top of the line, but it's pretty much getting there. And the recommended graphics card is a fucking RTX 3060.
I see.
That's so stupid.
Are you kidding me?
Alright, well, let's get to the most heartbreaking story on here for me. On its release day, Babylon's Fall has peaked at fewer than 650 concurrent players on Steam. I checked a couple days after this. It was at 2,000, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So.
Well, to be fair, okay. Also, to be fair, this game looks fine.
Like dog shit.
It looks fine, right?
Compared to what the very first trailer that came out, E3 3-4 years ago, this game does not look good.
No, but I mean, people are it looks like a PS2 game. Do you remember what the PS2 looked like?
Right.
No, it does not look like a PS2 game. It doesn't look fucking it requires a 3060. I'll give you that.
Right.
But
hell no, yeah.
It looks fine. But oh my god. And what I was gonna say originally was that this is like a Dark Souls-esque game where you have the option to play with other people, but it's also a solo game.
Yeah.
So the concurrent players is not as big of a deal. But also, it looks like it's kind of just hot ass.
I always thought it was going to be like a Diablo-esque game.
Well, one of the things is, because I watched a video where a guy was talking about, like, the problem with Babylon's Fall. Babylon's Fall, which also released a demo the same day Elden Ring came out.
Whoops.
Good boy. He was talking about, like, how fighting against certain enemies single player is basically impossible.
Oh, right, yeah.
And you have to have a multiplayer component. But when you have the multiplayer component, it makes fighting enemies piss easy. But you have to have a group of 4, and if you don't have a group of 4, it immediately just boots you to the single player.
Bruh.
Wait, what?
So you
can't fight with 3?
Nope, you have to have 4, so it will just kick you to the fucking single player.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, it would make sense if you had, like, let's say I have 2 buddies who also have the game. You're like, all right, I'll just play with these guys.
Nope.
Because they want you to jump online. They think it's going to be hot, you know. So everybody's going to be playing it.
Everyone needs to get that hot gas in them.
I wonder,
right in your face.
Gas.
I wonder
Suck it up.
if that's because they're trying to reduce how many servers they need to run the game. So you need a maxed out party.
Oh my god! I didn't even think about that.
That's so true. Oh no.
Oh, if that is the case, that's rough.
Struggle.
Especially with how limited servers are right now.
Well, because they were having this problem with fucking FF14.
Yeah.
It was so good that the servers couldn't keep up, and they had to fucking shut it down for a while. And they had to kick people. They couldn't sell it. They literally couldn't sell it.
They still can't. It's still down.
They can't buy more servers, which is the thing that I thought was ridiculous. Money can't solve the problem.
Oh no!
It's like, especially in this industry where it's like, the success should be able to just solve the problem. The money, you should just be able to throw money at it. You know, shouldn't be dealing with this. That's funny. That's. It's so crazy how they have like both the ultimate winner with FF14 and they have the ultimate loser with Babylon's Fall.
With like a bunch of games.
It's so crazy. That's true. Yeah, with a bunch of stuff. Really, there's a bunch of failures.
So I'm looking at the charts right now. It looks like there's about 300 people playing it right now. The peak in the last day was 850, and the all-time peak on Steam was under 1,200.
Oh my!
Wow.
Under 1,200.
Yeah, 1166
That's
to be specific.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I'm torn because like this is obviously not a game that requires a bunch of people to have to be online if it was designed correctly.
But
it's not.
Bro, Platinum is going to die.
I'm so sad, too.
They're about to get shut the fuck down if they don't get bought by somebody.
Bayonetta's better come out and be, like, doing numbers.
Yeah, like...
Well, it will.
I think I tweeted a while ago, I was like, Bayonetta 3 might be Platinum's last good game. It might be Platinum's last game.
It might be Platinum's last game.
I'm about to buy Soul Cresta just to kind of
keep them afloat.
Throw them some money.
That's like when your niece comes over, you're like, I guess I'll buy some cookies from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah. It's rough, man. I love Platinum. They made some of my fucking most favorite games ever. And they constantly have this issue where they're like, God is like, oh, I see Platinum's releasing a game, and then he goes into his drawer of insultingly huge coins, and then he flips one, you know? Like, you never know if it's going to be good with Platinum now. It used to be Platinum was great, and whatever they put out was going to be fantastic, and now it's like, nah, maybe.
You know, also, this might not be Platinum's fault.
It's probably...
It isn't! That's the problem!
Probably not.
Like, they make, like, a perfectly fine game, and then, like, some fucking publisher comes in and is like, hey, throw in all this fucking bullshit and change the way the numbers work.
Gas it up, baby!
Yeah, they just fart in Kamiya's face, and he's like, well, they're paying us.
I was reading some of the reviews, and it was essentially like, yeah, like halfway through this becomes a platinum game.
Yeah,
but, like,
I bet it does.
It's just like, fuck, man. My first experience like really paying attention to platinum was Persona 5. So like, I was like, oh, what a quality seal of approval. And then like, as we've done this podcast, I've just been like, oh god, like, that's a platinum game.
That's a platinum game.
That's fucking rough.
There's
like
a lot
this.
of games.
This is gonna go in the pile with all the other platinum games like Korra and Transformers and TMNT.
Oh god, those are all platinum games too.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Like it couldn't even be like, like God Hand or Okami, where they're incredible games. They're just not appreciated in their time.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is just bad. It's like why? I want like a version of this to come out that's like, here's the version that does that we showed off like 3-4 years ago. How about this?
Dude, I have that version for you. It's called Code Vein.
Probably. Or a Astral Chain, which no, they announced a sequel to that.
Oh god damn it! I haven't even beat the first one.
Isn't a fuck up.
But I've heard Astral Chain was good though.
It was okay.
It's definitely like anime.
It's definitely one of their worst plots.
Okay.
For damn sure. Like normally the plot is serviceable to good, never really great. It like touches of greatness, like in Wonderful 101, but never really great, as a plot. But like Astral Chain was just like,
yikes,
nothing.
Yeah.
It's just,
wow.
Like it had like,
sorry, go ahead.
It had like no personality. It's one of those things where it's like you don't even remember if you played it because you're like, you just felt nothing. Like
Gotcha.
Like Scarlet Nexus is a way better Astral Chain because it has just a like touch of more personality, and so it ends up being way better. God damn it, Platinum! You know what needs to happen? Sega needs to cancel whatever this stupid Sonic Breath of the Wild game is. I don't care. Save the money and use it to buy Platinum and have them make Sonic Adventure 3.
Yes! I would love...
Like, that's like perfect. Like it just makes sense.
Because Platinum already likes doing a bunch of mini games and shit.
Right.
Like, they love packing their games with...
They love the high octane action shit. They love like goofy ass characters. It's colorful.
And they make different
they
game
can finally
modes.
They can finally make Sonic a Sonic Adventure have good gameplay.
They can make Big's gameplay fun.
They won't.
They won't. No, they'll make it even worse as a joke.
As a joke. They'll make it so that way every time you catch Froggy, you then switch to Froggy's point of view, and you have to play as Froggy.
And all the controls are reversed.
Yep.
Yeah, like that absolutely needs to happen. Like I know they're dreading being bought by a company or whatever, and they hate having a publisher, but fuck guys, like it's either that or just cease to exist. Because this is the same shit that happened when they were Clover, So, I really hope that the story doesn't end in tragedy.
Not gonna lie, I would love a Sonic Adventure made by Platinum.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the perfect like thing.
I mean, I'm just imagining Knuckles levels. Those would be so much fun with Platinum's touch.
I'm shocked there hasn't been a Sonic Adventure 3. That's because Sonic 06 was supposed to be.
Yeah, Sonic 06 kinda got bodied.
Yeah.
It probably would have been okay if it hadn't been so fucking god awful. Which sounds like a no shit, but like,
if it didn't have basically a 4-month development cycle.
Yeah, well, like if it
where the game was really made in 4 months, but they spent like 2.5 years arguing and fighting over getting it made and firing people.
Oh yeah, I think like fucking if that game hadn't been as glitchy as it was, it probably would have been fine because like if you go back to play like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 now, they're not good. Like
I keep telling people that. Everybody's like, I love these games. They have all this nostalgia for these games. Go back and play those fucking games. Like I talked about it on the podcast before.
They're glitchy as shit, but like whatever, they're fun, right?
Yeah, they're just
playable
games.
though. They're playable. Like,
yeah, exactly.
So they're playable.
If fucking Sonic 06 had been anywhere near playable and also not feature bestiality, like it would have been fine. But
like why did she kiss Sonic?
Because
why?
It was 2006 and we were all edgy.
Why couldn't she just like kneel and
pray?
Like fucking, I don't know, put her head on his fucking like just pray to him or some shit. I don't know, like I don't know, man.
Let's get on to our last story. My stomach is churning from all this.
All right.
So
hey guys, did you know that Amazon Lunatic happens? It launched.
Yeah.
Lunatic launched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah. Kill me. Like, I mean, okay. Admittedly, this is.
It's not as bad as Stadia.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to buy fucking an entire $60 game just to maybe be able to stream it. It's like what is it, like $6 a month subscription?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is just like the basic one. It unlocks their main library. Or a 3-month family subscription, which gives you like little baby games. So, not as bad as Stadia. So who knows? Apparently, from what this article says from PC Gamer, that Devil May Cry 5 runs pretty good. They also say that they're basically the people who, with their setup, they're kind of like the ideal person for this.
Yeah, like a super high-end PC.
Yeah.
But like, if you have a super high-end PC, why are you streaming the games?
Right. Yeah, you don't need to.
The only thing I could think of is that you have a super high-end PC for your daily job, and you don't buy video games. So then you go like, all right, let me just go on Netflix for video games.
I think this is cool. I also think that this is going to be a footnote in gaming, and that's all I really want to say about it.
Yeah, because Amazon has no commitment to video games.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time they try to do some video game shit, it fucks up. It goes away. They stop talking about it. It just, So, we'll see if this doesn't make money in like the first couple months. Amazon will probably shutter this because they don't give a shit. But fuck all that. Did you guys see this news about Snoop Dogg joining Faze Clan?
I feel like I heard about this.
Wait, that's a real thing and not just a meme?
This literally just happened. It happened like 20 hours ago, I guess.
Yeah.
It happened yesterday.
I've seen the meme pictures of it, but I didn't know that was real. I thought that was
his Twitter says Faze Snoop. Join Faze Clan.
Just exactly what I needed. That's what I needed to hear to make this day better.
That's really weird. Alright, guys. So explain this to me. I don't understand all this clan shit.
It doesn't really matter. That's the end all be all.
I know it's like esport. I know it's like esports teamery, but what's the deal? Is it like a religion? Is it like that guy?
Okay. I'll explain it in a very simple thing that you can understand.
Mm-hmm.
Esport cult.
Okay.
There you go.
So it is like that Athene guy.
I don't know the Athene guy.
You should look him up sometime.
But yeah, pretty much. It's just like a fucking. Originally, it was like a group of dudes making content, and now it's an esports thing.
A clan.
Yeah, basically. So that's what.
How does one join Faze Clan?
I don't know.
Oh, never mind. Because if these are members of Faze Clan, I would rather die. No shade, Faze Clan. Y'all are just ugly as fuck.
Some shade, Faze Clan. Yeah.
It looks like some fratty nonsense. So.
Wait, is this the world's most famous record-breaking professional gamer? Is that the Athene guy?
Yes.
I see.
I see.
I don't know anything about him, but okay.
Not gonna lie, I like the idea of Faze Snoop.
I mean, This probably would have been better if he wasn't like Snoop Lion a few years ago, and Snoop Doggy Dogg. Like he's constantly changing his name for whatever reason.
That's why I like it. This is just gonna be a footnote. It's gonna be hilarious.
It's just gonna be on his resume.
Yeah, dude, fucking hilarious.
So
Snoop Dogg's done everything. Snoop Dogg wrote a book, like a fiction novel.
Oh,
it's actually pretty good.
That's interesting. But yeah, no, I feel like Faze is just like a what's it called, college.
A phase.
And with we're ending the podcast.
All right, fuck it. A college house. Where can we find you, Deshaun?
You can find me at Mr. Urban Buddha on Twitter and Super Urban Buddha on Twitch and YouTube.
And where can we find you, Derek?
You can find my personal stuff at Came in Second on Twitch and YouTube, and my Twitter is real_CS, and you can follow all of our band shit at Fake Band Practice on pretty much everything.
Nice. And you can find me at I Press the Buttons on YouTube and Twitch, and then IPT Buttons on Twitter.
And remember, go fuck yourself.